My goodness, you guys. Wow, it's been a minute. I turned you guys around to my camera, but as usual, I have forgotten to wipe my screen. So, okay, let's wipe the screen. Woohoo! All right. Can you tell I've been on vacation? All right. I am back. A lot of you guys got this correct. I am 11 plus loads of laundry deep. 11. Yes. Okay. So many of you followed along with our Catamaran vacation. It was amazing. It surpassed my wildest dreams. So today, as I do my skincare, we're going to talk. I want this to be interactive. You guys know I have not done a live in quite some time. So bring all the questions. I do have a really cool opportunity. There's so many of you that wanted to know information to take your families or future friends and families on this type of vacation, and I'll get into that in just a second. But I also want to talk about the amount of sun that I got. So on a catamaran, hello Erin, hi. Yeah, if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. This is not the best time to be doing a live, so I don't know how many people we're gonna have on, but we'll see. This worked for me, so I needed, I didn't wet my, let's see if one of my kids are available real quick. Ashby Hadley, can you come do me a favor? This is what kids are great for. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Come say hello. I know this is a really awkward time. Can you come help me for a quick second? I am going to do what I have been doing recently for my skincare in the morning since we've gotten back. The reason being is I have gone up an entire color in my Korean cushion for my foundation. That's how much sun I got, even after applying every single hour. Can you do me a huge favor? Can you wet this for me, please, and squeeze all the excess water out? Mm-hmm. You are the bomb. Okay, we got Hadley on the duty of getting the washcloth wet. Okay, so for the next week, I'm really going to hone in on getting rid. So I don't know if you can see really great, but I've got some like sunspot and dark spots that have popped up on my nose. And then especially right here in my cheek areas. And I had all of these gone before our trip. You guys, even after applying my sunscreen every single hour, I still got sun. But we were in the water a lot. We were snorkeling. We were on paddle boards. We were, you're the bestest. Thank you, baby. We were all over the place. So I knew I was going to get some sun. I didn't think I would go up an entire cushion color, but I did. So over the next week, morning and night, I will be doing something very similar to this. Nighttime will be there'll be a couple more steps, but this is what I put my oil cleanser in when I travel. And my big oil cleanser is downstairs. So I just give it a couple sprays. I start with my oil cleanser. Okay, so let's talk about this catamaran trip, you guys. If y'all have any questions, please ask, because my inbox was blowing up with questions and like all the different things. I am also going to tag and add the young lady who helped us. Her name is Shawn. And so Voyage is the company that we went through with our catamaran trip. And what we learned is there's a lot of companies in the British Virgin Islands who have a big fleet of catamarans, and you can rent them. You have an option of having a chef, of having a captain. You do have to have your captain's license if you choose not to. I need a little excess water to, there we go, to re-emulsify this oil. And so this is the first time we'd ever done anything like this. So long story short, it takes a lot of like upfront planning and organizing, but you guys, it is worth every second. My children and I, my husband and I, we've already booked another trip for next summer with the same company. I was absolutely floored by their professionalism. Saw you visit another catamaran at the end. Which one did you prefer? You looked gorgeous, by the way. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. So we are actually going to go. So we were on a 490, which means it was a 49-foot catamaran. It had 4 bedrooms. And because we sleep with our children, our crew got their own bedrooms too, which I didn't know was a thing, but they typically share a bedroom. So they were super, super excited about that. Hi, Marie. Hey, girl. You're from Brazil and you love seeing my content. Thank you, Brazil. I just had a young lady join my team from Brazil. She lives in the U.S. now, but she is with Remon, and we are coming to Brazil. Actually, Remon is expanding to 50 countries in the next 5 years, you guys. So stay tuned. So we are going to go up in size. It's a brand new boat, and it's called the 510, which means it's a 51 footer, which doesn't seem like it's a huge deal size wise, but the layout, there's a double, like a deck on top, which we didn't have on ours. And I think that would be really nice just to have another opportunity of like a lounging area. But it was so amazing. It was so ridiculous. I feel like one day I want to gift this vacation to somebody, because I literally, and you guys, I am an emotional creature, but I don't cry very often. From South Africa. Oh my goodness, you guys. So our captain was from South Africa, and this company is actually from South Africa. They build all of their catamarans in South Africa, and they, and it's a 40 to 45 day journey to get the catamaran to the BVIs. So the boat that we booked for next year, it just got launched in the water 2 days ago in South Africa to go to the BVIs, which is really, really exciting. But the boat itself is not that much bigger. It's just obviously a little bit newer, and it is, it's laid out a little bit differently to have a couple more sitting areas. Like I would have liked that, but you know, you don't know what you don't know. And we went with a smaller boat because it was just the 4 of us. And, it's so amazing. So because you guys, and I get emotional even talking about it, because one, I never thought that I would be able to have a vacation such like this, something like this, that was so amazing. There were times, and I love the water. I'm a huge fan of the water. So is my husband. Where we live now is currently close to a lake, and it's just, and on a catamaran, you have these 2 huge like nets in the front. And then we had what they called dolphin chairs in the very front of the boat. And you could sit on there, and you guys, jumped in with the whole line, and something is breaking me out. Oh, okay. I think it's Emily Rose. Shoot me an email. Let's walk through that. Yes, we may need to pull back. And if you're using the Viaton or the second phase oil mist, you might want to pull back on that. Send me a message though, and we can chat about that individually, so we can get you good. But these little dolphin chairs, Hadley and I decided that we were going to sit there on the way to our last island. And as we sat there, and I'm looking over at, my 6-year-old, you have such a permanent smile on your face and so many great memories of this wonderful vacation. And I'm looking around, and it's just rolling hills and just beautiful homes. Some islands were really populated, some were not at all. And just in this wide open ocean, and you realize just how magical and being in this moment is. And I was brought to tears on multiple times during this vacation, and it's the first time I can honestly that's ever happened. I was thankful for the opportunity that had brought us to this. I was also just overwhelmed and joyed to be able to give my family this type of opportunity. And I also really hit home with me to not sell yourself short, to not have a ceiling on what your goals are or what your dreams are or what you want to do with your life. If someone had told me 4 years ago, you will be on Instagram sharing your love for makeup and skincare with women over 40 to help increase their confidence, make them look better, feel beautiful during middle age and in their 40s, I would have laughed. I would have laughed and been like, absolutely not. That's not me. I don't know a single thing about social media. And even though I've always loved makeup and skincare, no, that's not going to be me. Even though, yes, I do makeup on the side and I help people all the time with things. I'm not going to be paid for that. You guys, don't sell yourself short. You never know what opportunity is awaiting for your future. And we sell ourselves short every single day because of fear and because of what other people are going to think, or maybe you don't know everything. Don't let those fears stop you. If I would have listened to myself and my fears 4 years ago, I would not have been able to take my family on this type of vacation. I would not be sitting here talking to you guys right now. I would not be in the homes of millions and millions of women all over the world, helping them to feel better and look their best. I am so passionate about this, not because of the financial aspect of it, but because I started this with 2 followers, you guys, on Instagram. I had 2 followers, and it was my husband and my mom, and I had no idea what a reel was. And I had let that, and I'm like, at 39, 40 years old, who starts an online business when you know nothing about it? If I had let my fear get the best of me, I would not have all these wonderful opportunities. I wouldn't have all these friendships. I wouldn't have a team of over 1,000 women that I helped change their lives and change their financial futures, and help with, $500 groceries that just went up, or help somebody who just had a really bad diagnosis and now they don't have the extra money for it. You guys, don't sell yourself short. That's all I can say. And this vacation spoke to me so loud that I was brought to tears on multiple occasions. Your trip looked awesome. I'm so envious. Pay attention to this girl. She knows what she's talking about when it comes to skincare and makeup. Just look at her. Oh my gosh. You're amazing, you guys. Y'all are just incredible. And I appreciate every single one of you guys being here. I don't know if sometimes my passion comes across. I don't know if sometimes people get sick of hearing what I have to say, but I am telling you, I'm not going anywhere, and if anything, I am fueled harder, deeper, and more passionate than ever before, because I have seen and been able to experience. Oops, people are watching me squint to see the written text. Oh, Aaron, same, and I would never have met you, the community of amazing women. I'm telling you, I've got friends in Canada, and Erin is one of them. She is so amazing, and we've bonded over so many fun things. It's just, it's the gift that keeps giving. And I almost selfishly say I'm here because I get so much from you guys. And the warmth and the joy that you guys bring into my family, into my daily life, you'll never know. But this experience really opened my eyes to it. So you guys, if you have any questions about the trip, let me know. I am going to drop Shawn's information. And she did say that she has maybe a little specialty code discount, something for anybody. If you call her or contact her, she said, let your people know to tell me that you sent them, because I do have a little something that I can do for them on the side. I have no idea what that means. I don't know, but she is so good. And what they do is they say, okay, this is a group of 4 couples and someone is celebrating an anniversary. Let's find a captain and a chef that fit this group. And maybe you don't want a chef. You don't have to have one. We wanted one. We have food allergies. My husband and I both spend a lot of our time food prepping because our babies have food allergies. And that was just one thing that we could take, that they could take off of our plate. So we got a chef that specialized in food allergies, and she was so incredible. Her name is Jess, and she and her boyfriend have been together for 2.5 years, and they typically always sail together. So normally when you get a chef and a captain, they're normally either married, dating, or whatever. And it was so great because Jess jumped on, she wasn't originally supposed to be our chef, and she and Sebastian worked beautifully. Sebastian, everybody saw, they're like, he's a captain. He was 23 years old from South Africa. And let me tell you, he and Jess made our trip. They were amazing. Shawn paired us with the perfect people. I am going to continue with my skincare. So I just used the oil cleanser, you guys, and I just rinsed it off really well. Always remember to emulsify that with some water. Oil cleanser is, you guys, key. If somebody comes up and says, Courtney, I watched your skin transformation, your under eyes, your evenness, your brightness, your glow, all the things. What do I need to do to start? You guys, if you're not cleansing properly, your skin is never going to look as good as it can. You need to be double cleansing, starting with an oil cleanser, even if you're oily. This is going to break down the dirt, the debris, clean out your pores, and do it gently without stripping anything, okay? I do not double cleanse in the morning. I only double cleanse at night. but you have to have a good cleanser, hands down, okay? Now, because I have gotten some sun and I want to brighten my skin back up, I am going to show you guys how I am doing the Radiance 100. And I'm going to do this morning and night for a straight week. At night, I am going to add the Radiance Cream. I don't even think I have it up here, but this is the toner, okay? This is the Radiance 100 toner. We'll get back to the Catamaran. Maybe you guys can ask some of your questions. Y'all, my inbox was flooded. I couldn't even stay on top of all the questions. And now you guys are quiet. I will say this is an awkward time for a live, but you got to do what you got to do. Okay, so your skincare is face, chest, and neck, ladies. Don't stop your skincare here. You don't want this beautiful glowing skin and then your neck and your chest to be completely different, okay? Now, years of tanning with baby oil and not wearing sunscreen every day, yes, I show the signs of lack of sunscreen. This is microfluidized 100% nano liposome technology. Courtney, what does that mean? That is a very fancy way to say this deep delivers into the skin, okay? So Remon, when they were creating this particular formula, they wanted something that was going to go extra deep and penetrate the skin on a deeper cellular level, okay? This particular technology is very expensive. So typically you're going to pay $300 to $400 for a bottle this size that lasts you forever. It is very, very expensive process because it is medical technology. And how it came about was Remon's formulator said, okay, if we can have lidocaine that we can put on our skin topically, and then I can go in with a needle like microneedling or a chemical peel or something like that, and you not feel it, why can't I create a skincare that does the same? You guys, listen to me when I say this again. I say this over and over, but I'm saying it again. Remon has over 12 patent ingredients. That means no one in this world can use the same ingredients that Remon does, okay? Remon has over 12 of these that are patent, and some of them are also technology. This microfluidized nano liposome technology is a medical grade type technology that you are not going to find in most skincare because it's too expensive, okay? This is extremely affordable and it is amazing. This is an oil-based product. Therefore, if you are acne prone or you have sensitive skin, I don't want you to use this, okay? I don't want you to start off with this if you also have a moisture barrier that is not healthy. If you have a moisture barrier that you've been breaking down with retinols and BHAs and all these really harsh, active, irritating ingredients, I don't want you to start with this. I want you to start with Remon's EX line, and I can help you with that. Oh, you know what I should have said? You guys, if you want any help with skincare or if you want any recommendations, just comment the word skincare and I will be happy to send you some quick little information. It's going to ask you a couple of questions. I do ask for your email address, and let me tell you why. Comment skincare for links or custom recommendations. Let me do this because I can't talk at the same time. Customized recommendations. Just comment the word skincare, okay? Okay, so what's going to happen is you're going to get, it's going to ask you a couple of questions. I do ask for your email. Some people don't want to share that. That's fine. I will continue the conversation and send you, wait. Sorry about that, you guys. I will send you a couple of pen comment. There we go. Okay, now we're cooking with butter. I will send you recommendations, but I am going to ask you for your email address. The reason being, if you weren't around here a couple years ago, Facebook and Instagram went black. You guys, my entire business is online on social media. If it goes black, I have no way to contact you. You have no way to contact me. You get your products and you're like, Courtney, how do I use this? What order do I do? I need your information. So I'm not asking you to spam you with a bunch of horrible emails and stuff like that. That's not me. I'm not a salesperson. I am here. I am in the beauty industry to help you walk through midlife beautifully, gracefully, the way that you want to, because that's what I'm doing as well. I had horrific under eye darkness, you guys. Darkness that made me cry almost every morning when I woke up. I had terrible sunspots and age spots all on my, especially here on my high cheeks. Obviously from sun, that's where it hits us. I did not like my skin. I had big pores. I would not walk out of my house without a full face of makeup. I went out to 3 appointments this morning just like this, without a lick of, okay, I did put on mascara for this. I didn't even put mascara on when I went out earlier. I am not here to sell you something. I am here to help you age the way that you want to, whether that's gracefully, whether that's with all the things, however that might look to you, because I am you. We are walking through this together, and middle age can be tough. You know, it's weird. Our hormones are doing strange things. Our skin's doing strange things, all the things. Okay. So I am going to ask you for your email. If you don't want to give it, that's fine. I will continue the conversation. I will still send you all of the information. Just know, because some people are like, I don't want to give you my email. Okay, fine. Don't. It's not a big deal. You probably won't have the best experience if you don't, because then I can't communicate with you. So there's that. So that's how I successfully run my business, you guys, because I am very, very big on customer service. I am not one that you buy something from me and then I'm gone. You can ask any of my customers here. If any of my customers are here, they can chime in and they can tell you, I am here. I'm here to help you. And my lips are dry, so I'm going to put on my lip oil. Okay. Thank you. I'm past middle age, 74, but I care how I look. Amen, Carrie. And as you should. And it doesn't matter. I think like once you hit 40 and beyond, you have mature skin, period. And it doesn't matter if you're in your 50s, 60s, or 70s. Everybody can benefit that, because we all have aging skin. We all have the same ailments. And some people are like, well, you don't have this and you don't have that. Well, guess what? I did. And I fixed them, and I can do it, and I can help you fix them too. So if you want beautiful, glowing, healthy, gorgeous skin, come on. If you don't, continue on. It's no big deal. My feelings don't get hurt. Trust me. I have 2 small kids. I got thick skin. Okay. After I do my toner and I allow it to fully absorb, that's kind of why I was talking, is then I go in with my ampule. Okay. This is the single most expensive product that Remon has, and it's only $110. You guys, have you been to a med spa soon? Anytime recently? Have you gone and looked at Zeo and Skin Ceuticals? And they don't even have the microfluidization nanoliposome technology that this has, okay? This is going to deliver massive good results in a short amount of time, okay? Especially if you have hyperpigmentation. I was just talking with a young lady right before I jumped on here who said, I am really struggling with my under eyes. What do you recommend? This ampule is going to take your skin to the next level. And if you've been using the products, if you've been with me for longer than a month and your moisture barrier is healthy and ready to take on this product, and you really want to step it up to the next level, I'm going to recommend this. Okay. It's $110. It's the best $110 you've ever invested. And don't forget your neck and your chest. It is an ampule. It's like a little bit thicker than like a serum, but it's not sticky. It's not uber thick like a cream. It's just a really nice ampule that is just going to really get down. Again, it's got that technology that's medical grade that's going to do amazing things for your skin. Okay. So this is what I'm going to do every morning for the next week. And then at night, I'm going to do the exact same routine, but I'm going to add in the cream that goes along with this. I don't have it up here. I don't think. But anyways, that's going to be my nighttime routine for this week. And I am taking pictures along the way, because you will be able to visibly see my skin lighten over this week as this happens. Okay. My goal is to be back into my light colored cushion by the end of the week. Or no, today is Friday. In a week, 7 days from when I started. So that's the goal. If you want any custom recommendations, or you want help with your skincare, if you are struggling with large pores, melasma, rosacea, uneven skin, you just don't like the texture, maybe you're having some hormonal breakouts, just comment the word skincare and I will happily send you a link. It's going to ask you a couple questions and then send you recommendations, and I'm telling you, it's going to change your life. These are plant-based, they are gentle, but they are extremely effective. Still brand new to the US. and all the things. So I am going to let this absorb. And then, of course, never, ever, ever forget your sunscreen, okay? Every day, and people say even if you don't go outside, sometimes I forget, I'll be honest. If I don't go outside, I kind of forget about my sunscreen. But I very rarely, again, I've got 2 small kids, you guys. Very rarely I don't go outside. So I do 3 fingers. I always kind of say, you know, remember, Boy Scouts honor. I use 3 fingers, and that covers my face and my neck. This is also a product that's by Remon. It is a chemical sunscreen, which I am a huge fan of. In my opinion, there's not a huge difference between chemical and mineral, and some people are going to come and fight me on that, and that's totally fine. I totally trust and I respect everybody's opinion and what they think. This works best for my skin. It gives it a gorgeous glowing finish. I don't need a lot of makeup here, you guys, you know. My husband is texting me. I gotta make him go away. It's beautiful, it's reflective, and your skin just looks healthy and glowy and bouncy and vibrant and all the things. So I'm a huge, huge fan of this. I also use this on my kids, and I do use it on my chest, especially if I have something that my chest is showing. I think I even put this on my arms and my legs at one point when we were on the boat because I was too lazy to get up and get something else. Do y'all not have any questions about my Catamaran trip? Oh my goodness. So I will say this. I'm going to let this sit in. Do you guys want me to do my makeup? I'm going to ask y'all. Y'all tell me. I like interactive stuff. Y'all talk to me. I can do my makeup or I cannot. Maybe I won't. Maybe I actually won't. Maybe I'll go and do some content. Okay. Let me tell you this. One thing that we would change, and hopefully Erin Reel is on here and I'll tell her more about this too. But, one thing we would change is what we did was we live right outside of Charlotte, North Carolina, which is an international airport. We flew from Charlotte down to St. Thomas. We stayed there a night, and then we took a ferry from on the same trip with, you just went on the same trip with Voyage in early June. Stop the madness. Are they not freaking amazing? Not amazing. You guys, if you're doing a catamaran, I cannot tell you enough. Voyage is quality over quantity. So they have a small fleet with the most amazing people. And I'm sure, I can't tell what your name is, A-Puck1013. I'm sure that she can share with us as well that this company and these folks that work for the company are amazing. And you can just tell the way that they talk to each other and respect each other. And even everybody from like that work the docks to your captain to your chef. It's just one big family. And it is. Yes, it was amazing. It was our 3rd trip with Voyage. Yes. We have already booked ours next July on the new 510 that they just launched. So I'm a big fan that you should have, something to look forward to. And I'm a big fan of vacations. So yes. I love that. Yes. So we then took a ferry from St. Thomas to Tortola, which is the island where Voyage in their marina is located. We would do that different. So after talking to Sebastian and Jess, what we're going to do is we're going to skip St. Thomas altogether. Okay. I wasn't impressed with St. Thomas. I only have 10% battery. Hang tight. I wasn't impressed with St. Thomas, and we stayed at a hotel, and I hate to even mention the name, but I didn't like it. The staff was not very friendly, not very accommodating. The food was horrendous, to say the least. I don't like to talk negatively about stuff, but it was pretty bad. Hang on. 2 seconds. I gotta plug this in. The front desk lady, she wasn't very nice. When we went to dinner, again, I've mentioned we have food allergies. They did bring out the chef, but it was normally, and we have kids, you guys, and it's normally like, okay, well, we can make this accommodation or we can try to do this. It was like, we have this and that's all we have. Sorry. We have what we have. And I'm like, kids aren't going to eat grilled fish, but my 6-year-old is not. It was rough. Okay. So I ended up making her a peanut butter and jelly in her room. But anyways, so we're going to nix that part and go and fly. We did not know that there was a airport on Beef Island, which is down by Tortola where the marina is. So We're going to fly into Beef Island next time. And then they have something that's called a liveaboard or something like that. And that might not be the exact right verbiage, but you actually get there and you stay your first night on the ship, on the catamaran. So you don't have to pay for an extra hotel, or it was just, we usually fly into St. Thomas and go straight to the ferry over to Tortola. Okay, so what was really interesting is that there's a lot of different times that you have to coordinate. So like customs in St. Thomas and Tortola, like they like close at a certain time and we couldn't get there in time. Sleep aboard. Yes. So we're going to do a sleep aboard. So we're going to fly into Beef Island, do a sleep aboard, and then sail the next morning. So we're really, really excited about that. There's also different packages. Like I said, you can have a captain and a chef. You can have just a captain, or you can go bare boat, which I would be super scared of. And I would feel like it's not much of a vacation because you're doing all the sailing, you're doing all the shopping. And if you're not like totally familiar with all these different little islands, you're going to be lost. Plus, Sebastian, who was our captain, he planned our entire trip. Like our entire itinerary was totally laid out for us. And everywhere we went, like we went to Anegada, and we rented these little moats, and they were like these tiny little Jeeps. They were so cute. And when we got there, it was like, oh, Sebastian, like everybody knows Sebastian. He made reservations for us. We told him we wanted to do a lobster dinner for Ashby's birthday. He made those reservations for us, and he would walk us to the restaurant or to the rental place. And Sebastian even said, hey, do you want us to take the kids to the beach and let you and Tom have some like quiet adult time here on the boat? And I was like, what? Like that's a thing? I was so impressed with just the level of professionalism. And they kept saying, we are here to make this the trip of a lifetime. Let me tell you, they surpassed that and more. Okay. So I am going to be posting Shawn's information and my stories along with Voyage. They are absolutely incredible. I cannot speak highly enough about them. We will be lifetime connoisseurs of them. Oh, the other question I got a lot of was, did anybody get seasick? No, nobody got seasick, but I did go on Amazon and get the little like patches, and it only has 3 ingredients, like ginger and 2 other things. And I kept them on myself, Ashby, and Hadley, just because we didn't know what to expect, and nobody got seasick. There was one time actually, and Tom loves fishing and does deep sea fishing, and he said there was one time where his stomach felt a little queasy. But when you take off and like when the vessel is going from island to island, you normally want to come up and get the fresh air, look at the horizon and stuff like that. But at no point did I feel like I was claustrophobic or like I wanted off the boat or anything like that. It was just so amazing. It's really hard to even put in words. So I'm so glad to be home, getting through my 11 loads of laundry. I'm back in the saddle with you guys. I'm really excited to make some new content. I love taking a break because then I'm like rejuvenated. So if you guys have any recommendations or if you have anything that you want to see, please let me know. You know, I love making content specifically for you guys. If there's something you have questions about there, I had tons and tons of questions about under eye bags. So that is coming, maybe even coming tonight. I might just pop off this and make that. But if y'all have any specific questions, shoot me a DM. But I will be posting all of the information in my stories. And as always, if you need any help with your skincare, your makeup, comment the word skincare. I'll send you a link. It'll ask you for a couple of questions. And then makeup. It's the jam. It's good. Okay. I love y'all. Thanks for being here. Thanks for following along with our catamaran journey. Happy to be back in the U.S., but I'm sad at the same time. But I will definitely be popping on here more often. I kind of got out of the swing of lives, but maybe tomorrow we'll do some fun makeup. Okay. Y'all have a wonderful Friday. It's today Friday. I think it is. Have a wonderful, wonderful Friday. Send me any requests you have. If you want any, specific tutorials or anything you'd like to see, skincare or makeup or whatever. I am going to work on under eye bag reel for you guys probably right now. Have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you next time, friends. Take care. Bye.